Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. The title of our today's video is How to Create Mailchimp Subscriber for New Salesforce Contact. So let's suppose that you are running a business and you are using Salesforce as your CRM and you want that as soon as you create a new contact in Salesforce, automatically a subscriber should be created in the Mailchimp too. For this, you have to create an integration between Salesforce and Mailchimp. To create this integration, we are going to use Pabbly. It's an amazing automation software. In Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger in action. So for trigger, we are going to use Salesforce, and for action, we are going to use Mailchimp over here. And if you want to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to learn how to create a Mailchimp subscriber from new Salesforce contact. For that, we have to integrate our Salesforce account with our Mailchimp account. And to integrate both the accounts, we are going to use Pabbly. It's an amazing automation software. So to start with this, we are going to open a new tab. And then we are going to search for pabbly.com/connect. And then we are going to enter. And this is the landing page of Pabbly. Over here you have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you'll get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And then it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we want to connect two applications, that is Mailchimp and Salesforce. So I'm going to click on access now. And yes, over here it has opened my dashboard. And to start with the automation, I'm going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations. You can save your workflow in your desired folder, and I want to name my workflow as create Mailchimp subscriber from new Salesforce contact. And now I'm going to click on create. And now it is opening my workflow window. This is the most important window of our automation because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the command. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the command of our trigger. So for our trigger application we are going to select Salesforce. And for our trigger event, we are going to select new contact. As soon as we'll enter a new contact in our Salesforce, automatically this workflow would be triggered. So I'm going to click on connect. And then it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Salesforce account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection. But I'm going to click on add a new connection and then connect with Salesforce. And now it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow because Pabbly is secure and I can give it all the permissions it is asking for. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Salesforce account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now before clicking on save and send test request, we'll go to our Salesforce account and then we are going to create a new contact. So as you can see over here are all the contacts that I have created in my Salesforce account. But now I'm going to create a new contact. So I'm going to click on new. And then I'm going to enter the details. So I want the first name of my contact as test. The last name of my contact as contact. And as you can see, all the red fields are mandatory to enter. And if you want to fill in the rest of the fields, it's your choice. So I'll just fill in the some fields like email and mobile number. So I'll just fill the mobile number as this and the email as test88@pabblytuts.com. And then I'm going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully created a contact. So we'll go to our workflow and click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the details of our contact over here. You will receive the latest details that you have entered in your Salesforce. So our latest details was test contact. So this means that our trigger step is successful and now we are going to move on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Mailchimp. And for the action event, I'm going to select add new member with custom fields. And then I'm going to click on connect. And again, it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have connected your Mailchimp account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection. But I'm going to click on add a new connection, and then it is asking me the token and the data center. So for this, we have to read the instructions, which says log into your Mailchimp account, click on profile picture, click on profile, extras, and then API key. So we'll go to our Mailchimp account, click on the profile picture, then profile, and then extras, and then API keys. And over here you can see all the API key that I have already created. But we are going to create a new API key. So for that we are going to scroll down and click on create a key. And then we are going to give our key a name, that is demo key. And then we are going to click on generate key. And you can see that it has given me my key, and I'll copy this to my clipboard and go to my Pabbly's workflow and paste the key. After that, it is asking data center. So we'll again read the instructions, and it says enter the data center example US 19, which appears as a subdomain in your Mailchimp account URL. So I'll again go to my Mailchimp, and yes, you can see that this is my URL, and over here you can see US 6. So I'll just copy this and paste it in my data center over here, and then I'm going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Mailchimp account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me to choose the audience list. So I'm going to select Pabbly Connect, and then it is asking me the email. So we are going to map the email. So mapping means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Salesforce as our trigger application. So we are going to map the data from the response of our trigger application only, that is Salesforce. So I'm going to search here for emails. And yes, here is my email, so I'm going to map this. And then it is asking me for tags. So this is not a required field, so I'll just leave it blank. And then it is saying select the status. So I'm going to select the status as subscribed only. And then we are going to move on to the first name. So I'll again map the first name as, that is test. And then the last name, that is contact. And then it is asking me the appointment date and appointment type, but this is not required. So we are going to move on to the mobile number, and we are going to map the mobile number of our dummy lead. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have created a new subscriber in our Mailchimp. So we'll go to our Mailchimp and then audience and all contacts. And yes, you can see that test88@pabblytudes.com, first name as test and the last name as contact, and the dummy mobile number that we entered. This means that our workflow is successful. So we'll just summarize the workflow once. So for our trigger application, we selected Salesforce and then the trigger event as new contact. We connected our Salesforce account with our Pabbly's workflow, and then we clicked on save and send test request. We generated a contact in our Salesforce. Pabbly captured the contact and our trigger step was successful. After that, we moved on to our action step. For our action application, we selected Mailchimp. For our action event, we selected add new member with custom fields. We connected our Mailchimp account with our Pabbly's workflow, and then we selected the audience list as Pabbly Connect. And then we mapped the details like email address, first name, last name, and the mobile number. And again, we clicked on save and send test request. And as you can see that we have generated a new contact over here. It means that our automation is also successful. So as you can see that it is saying this trigger will check for new data in every 24 hours. And if you want to reduce this time, you can check out our YouTube channel or visit our forum. Rather than this, if you have any query, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. Thank you for watching. Not only these two applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find this video helpful, do like and subscribe our channel for more such automations. Thank you.